Question number 5 is, how often should one be doing this? What are the reps? What are the sets that one should be doing? I've kind of mentioned this again already, but we want to be aiming, when we get to the end in mind, with regards to the heaviest strength training, it's 2 times a week, roughly 30 minutes long. I mean, if it's 25 minutes or 20 minutes or even 35 minutes, it's not the end of the world. It's in that ballpark. So it's 2 times a week, roughly 30 minutes per session. We want to start in the muscular endurance end, and then, which is 12 reps, so 3 sets of 12 or 2 sets of 12, and then build down into 3 to 4 sets of 6, or even 5 or 4. So anything like that. So it wants to be a relatively heavy weight. Now, how do you decide the weight? Certainly when you get to the end in mind, and even when you're doing the 12 reps, is if you can perform the 6 reps, and then you put the weight down after the 6 reps and you think, yeah, I probably could have done one more. Not, I definitely could have done one more. It's, I probably could have done one more. With 12 reps, you're probably thinking, I could probably have done 2 more. If you can probably have done 2 more, you're in the right ballpark for the 12 rep training. So it's 2 times a week. It's 30 minutes per session. It starts at 12 reps, and you could probably do 2 more with regards to the weight, working all the way down to 4 to 6, where you could probably do 1 more. Now, to get to that point, with regards to muscular endurance training, core training and range of movement, you can do that a little bit more often. So it's not just a case of throwing yourself in at strength training. So with regards to muscular endurance, core training and range of movement training, you would probably look at doing that 3 to 4 times a week. Now, if you've got the time constraint, you can only do 2 times a week, that will be fine. But as a sort of a top end, 3 to 4 times a week, building up the muscular endurance, building the core. Now, even if you wanted to, you could do 2 muscular endurance sessions and 2 core sessions, which is your 4 times a week. Again, that should be fine. But again, it's building up to that capacity. So you build up all of that, and then your body is ready to do what would be heavier strength training. But again, all of this depends on where you are in your journey with osteoporosis. So again, if you're right at the start of your journey, you want to be dosing a lot smaller. So it may even be just 15-minute workouts 3 or 4 times a week, building up to 30-minute sessions a week or 60-minute sessions a week 3 times a week. So you can start to see that there is a progression here, but again, you have to understand your capacity, so your current level, because as I say to anyone, to be able to achieve something, you need to know 3 things: where you are, where you want to go, and then you can start plotting the graph or the chart or the map to get there. What a lot of people do is they know where they want to go, but they never look at where they are. So they're starting and they're never really quite sure of where to start. And if you're never sure where to start, you're never really sure of where you need to get to. And what they can then do is just jump in and do what they think they should be doing, because that's what the end in mind is, if that makes sense. So they start doing the end in mind rather than building towards the end in mind, which is what we've talked about. So it's building up all of that capacity, building up the tolerances within the body, building up all the muscles, building up all the bones, and then going into your strength training. So hopefully that has been helpful. Hopefully it's given you an idea of the journey that you are on. As I mentioned at the start, think about where you are and think about, if you need help, go and talk to someone, even if it means just sitting down with a physical therapist to be able just to hash out in one session, right, can we just sit down and just talk through a journey that I need to go on, and where do I need to start? And if you can get that, then you could go back and see them in 2-3 months' time, and then, okay, I'm here now, where do I go now? I'm here now, where do I go now? And sort of, do it in that regard. So yeah, hopefully this has been helpful. many thanks for watching. If you've liked or enjoyed the content, hit the like button. If you've learned something new, hit the thanks button. If you want to watch more content like this, then please do hit the subscribe button and the bell icon. And if you've got a comment or a question, stick it down below.